everyone. I'm happy to talk to you today about one of my favorite syllable stress rules in English. Now, this one is one of my favorites because it applies to a lot of long English words. Lots and lots and lots. It's hard to even list groups of them because there's so many of them. So this is a rule that applies to words that have what I call important suffixes or strong suffixes, suffixes that affect the stress. So for example, I have a list of words here that all have one of these strong suffixes or important suffixes on them. And these suffixes do affect stress in some ways. So let's take a look at it and see if we can figure out what is the rule. For example, the first word, discussion, discussion. Which syllable has stress in this word? Discussion, discussion. Okay, hopefully you thought disca on the ka should have that syllable stress. Yes, so now that is not the ending that has the syllable stress. It's this syllable here, discussion. Now let's try a couple other words and then see if we can see a pattern. For example, the next word, biology, biology, biology. Stress on the ah, good. How about the next one? Geography, geography. On the ah, okay, good. Academic, academic, academic. Should have heard stress on the dem, good. How about physician, physician, physician? You should hear stress on the si. And then minimum, minimum. Should have heard stress on the me. Last one, dependable, dependable. And you should have heard stress on the pen. Okay, so which syllable in these words has the stress? Well, here it's the second, oh wait, first, second. We can't really go by first, second, third, but what we can do is look at where is it in relation to the suffix, those ending sounds on the ends of the words. So for example, this one right here is the suffix. It's the suffix shin, shin. This one right here is the suffix, the G. And this one is the suffix, graphy. Mik, ik is our suffix. Shun is our suffix. Imum is our suffix. And a bull is our suffix. And if you look at where the stress syllable is, it's actually the syllable right before the suffix. Look at this, right before the suffix, right before the suffix, right before the suffix, right before, and last one, right before. So these suffixes, they actually work, I sometimes say, like a magnet. It pulls the stress to right next to that suffix. And so the stress moves. And this is true no matter how long or short the word. Like for example, discussion, we see it's right here next to shin. But if we had instead the word fashion, which also has an ending like shun, it's right before, again, fashion. What about if we have a really, really long one like discrimination? Again, it moves over to the syllable right before the suffix. Let me write that one. Discrimination. Oh, it's a long word. Many, many syllables, discrimination. And you think, oh, this word is so long. How do I know which syllable to stress? Well, you stress the syllable right before the ending, right before the suffix. And that would be the A. So it would sound like, repeat after me, discrimination. Yeah. So this suffix rule about the endings and the stress coming right before the ending is a great rule because there are lots and lots of words that end in shin, lagi, graphy, ik, shun, shul. There's a whole lot of more endings also that follow the same rule. So it's important for us to practice and learn this rule for longer words. Sometimes even very, very long words will have this ending, and then that syllable will be stressed right before the suffix. Okay, so now you have another rule or tip to help you with syllable stress on very long words.